So I'm just going to give the weekly update on Jacksonville real estate. If anyone jumps on, feel free to post any questions, comments, anything, but kind of just letting everyone know what I'm up to down here. Oh, someone just joined. Post in the comments. Hey, Oscar, you're the most loyal person who tunes in every week, man. Good to see you. Um, so what happened this week? Monday we closed the land deal, so it was a pretty simple one. I put it under contract a week before. I think I mentioned on the last call. Bought it for 10, sold wholesaled it, so sold it for 15. So it's a quick $5,000. Was an easy deal, not a home run, obviously, but if I could do a couple of those every week, it would be great. I kind of stumbled across it. I was actually reaching out to the guy to buy his house, but he had an extra lot, so I guess that worked out. Besides that, it was kind of a shitty week in terms of deal flow. I was making lots of calls and just kind of slamming my head against the wall. So, guess I just chalk it up to one of those weeks. Last time this happened, the week after I got to contract. So hopefully, well, the week's not over. Saturday's tomorrow. Saturday is always a good day to call. So everyone answers their phone. So we'll see tomorrow. Maybe there's a way to salvage another contract this week, but it's just one of those weeks, just calling and just getting nowhere. One thing I realized since I've implemented that new script that I mentioned last week, just to qualify people faster, is I was moving way too many people into my follow-ups in my pipeline before. Too many people who weren't a good fit. So that new script is actually great because it gets to the point faster, and it's helping me, not have a million people on my follow-up list, because then you just don't get to everyone, and you end up not getting to the people who need to be followed up with more. So that's been a benefit. I haven't really seen the results of it yet because I still have a lot of old people in my CRM before. So this weekend when I'm calling through, I'm going to clean out some of the ones that maybe don't belong in there. Shouldn't be following up with them. So we'll see uh, on that there. Someone else joined. If you just joined, post in the comments so I know who's watching. And everyone feel free to throw in any questions if you have any. For some reason, last time that people asked questions, they didn't show up until after. So I know it's supposed to be live, but it was kind of strange. So I'll keep a better eye out for them this time so I can answer them when I'm actually on the call. What else happened? My focus for the next 2 weeks, I think I mentioned this before. What's up, Mike? Thanks for joining, man. I hope you've got some deals out in Columbus. Hey, Mika, what's going on? Long time no talk. Um, so, Mike, Gene, Paul, if you got a deal out in Columbus, post it down in the comments. How many deals you got this week? Um, what else? Oh yeah, so I mentioned this in the previous call. Focusing the next 2 weeks. Actually, before that, I dropped those 1,000 mailers on Wednesday. I remember the golden address thing that I mentioned last week. For anyone who didn't tune in, that was, um, you have your property address for a property, your tax records have your mailing address, and this is when you run it through a data provider, skip tracing provider, and there's a third address that's different from those two. And what I did is I wrote some Excel formulas saying if it's different, put a yes in this column. So what I did is I sent out only to people whose address in the credit bureaus was different from the property address or the mailing address associated with the tax records of the property. Thought being that maybe no one's mailing these people. We'll see. They first batch of 1,000 mailers dropped Wednesday, so should hit in the next couple days. So we'll see if we get a couple leads there, and then 1,000 are going out, I believe, next Wednesday. So I'll I'm using tracking numbers and stuff, so I'll track how many leads and calls and qualified calls I get from that. So we'll see. I know people at Jacksonville do a ton of mail, so I didn't want to just blast it out to everyone. So I try to do a more targeted list. So we'll see how that goes. There you go. Mike, Gene, Paul just closed one deal yesterday. 5 more deals working on now. That's what I like to see. It's awesome, man. And what else? So yeah, those postcards went out. So I'll keep you guys posted on the results there. And then my focus for the next 2 weeks is finding a really awesome SEO person to start ranking a website. It's a long play, right? It's going to take a few months to start ranking, but I think if I get a great person in place who can really handle it without me having to have too much input, it's better to start now and get that going. So really trying to find that person, doing a lot of interviews and vetting in the coming weeks, and we'll see how it goes. So that's pretty much the update. Any last questions from anyone before I jump off? I saw someone else just joined. If you joined, just throw it in the comments so I know you're here. And if not, then I'll see everyone next week. Hopefully, I'll have an update on if we got some leads in from the first batch of mailers and keep everyone posted on what I'm up to. Thanks for tuning in, guys.